Idahlia, and I'm saying that right.
Yes, you are.
I'm so excited that you're doing this with me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And
Come on.
I know, I'm so...
I love watching these.
Do you really?
Yes, I sit there and I watch the whole thing.
What do you think about it?
I've seen the one with Gail. He's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
And he's so sweet. And I see him at my 6 a.m. class with Sarah.
Yes.
And he's such a
Isn't he
character.
the best?
But it really is. It makes the class fun.
And what I'm so grateful for is, and y'all, I just want to say, I woke up like this.
Yes. And you look great. I
Like,
would have looked like
literally.
you. Honestly.
We were supposed to get a new air system today, but with thunderstorms, they didn't do it. And so it's been wild. But what I really am grateful for is Gil just jumped right in.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Before I really had anything set up or how I wanted it to look. And I'm still thinking about how do I want things to look. But I am so grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, no. I'm already loving the setup. You got new chairs. I like that you shifted over here. Yeah, no, it's a good setup.
Yeah, thank you. So you are beautiful.
Oh, please stop, Joanne.
Listen,
No.
you walk in.
You're gonna let it get to my head.
And well, good. I hope so. And I hope that yes. And I was talking to someone the other day, and because I have so much to talk about, in my life, I thought I really want to write a book. And they're like, well, why? What is the direction of the book? So I love friends that really question you,
Yeah.
And I said, I think because women do not realize how amazing they are. And I think I've had a lot of people hold me back, and I've let them through my life. And you are such a light, and I don't ever want anyone to take that from you.
Thank you,
And we're
Joanne.
so easily to give it away.
Yeah.
Why do we do that?
I don't know.
Do you ever feel that way? Like we just give our light away so much?
I think I used to feel that way. I think ever since, so I was in the Army for 5 years. And so once I got out of that, and then I moved to Arkansas to be with my sister. And it wasn't until when I first moved here, I moved into her house that she has here in Sherwood. And it wasn't until about a year later that when I moved out and finally, got my own place and started life, that it just felt empty, but in a good way, honestly, because then it's like, okay, it's just me and I can do anything and I don't have to answer to anybody. It's, and it was, at first it did feel a bit lonely, but it's been very freeing since.
Just having that realization.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And ever since then, no, honestly, I don't think I really give that light away like I used to.
Yeah, and it's like this learning experience, and I'm getting so much better. Okay, now how old are you?
I'm 26.
I love asking that. We are, oh my gosh, 30 years apart.
Sorry, I'm bad at math. You're 56? I would have never guessed that, Joanne. I thought you were early 40s.
You could be my child. Actually, my daughter actually turns 33 in September.
Oh my gosh. I knew you had children, but
Yes.
I think you had only talked about your son, and I knew he's high school age.
He's going to be 16.
Yeah,
in a few
so
weeks.
I thought that was your only kid, or
Isn't that
age range.
wild?
Yeah, 33. Wow.
Isn't that wild?
I would have never guessed that, Joanne. You look so young.
Well, thank you, because I really am wanting a facelift.
Okay, see, I don't know if you've spoken to Harper yet, but I always tell everyone not to do plastic surgery just because I've seen way too much episodes of Botched.
Yes.
But Harper would be the person to talk to about if you
Yes.
want a facelift,
Oh,
because she's into
All that.
getting everything done. And I even tell her, girl, you don't need it, but if you want it, then I love that for
right?
you. But
No, I'm grateful, and I really feel like yoga and Pilates and everything, it really does make a big difference in the way you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And I hope that shows everyone that this is something I've done my whole life, and it really does make a difference.
yeah, I'm glad I've started early then, because
Yes. Okay, so
goals.
So you were in the military. You were in the Army.
Yes.
What did you do?
So I was a civil affairs specialist, and I guess in normal terms, we were the face of the U.S. military in the countries that we would go to. So we worked very close with host nation governments and then the other foreign militaries,
Yes.
just to make sure there's a good working relationship between our countries. So
I know someone that I graduated high school with, I would have never thought she would go into the military, and
Yeah.
she did. And I was like, and so her expertise was fueling jets.
is she in the Air Force? Because
And I was like,
my younger
wow.
sister is in the Air Force, and that's why she was here in Jacksonville, that Air
Yeah.
Force base.
Yeah.
And 6 months ago, she moved to Germany for her
Oh my
job. But
gosh.
she actually tests fuel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that wild?
Yes.
And all the different career opportunities that there are, and you just don't realize that, I think.
Yeah. I think people have this misconception
Yes.
that, you know, you join the military and everyone's like, you know, shooting guns and off at
Right.
war or combat. But no,
Yes.
we have like normal jobs. We
Yeah.
have people who just work behind the desk, HR.
Yes.
I think the Air Force even has someone to like look after their gyms that they have on base. Like that is the specific job that you do. I think it's like services or something. But yeah, like to man the
Yeah.
the
Now,
dining
did you have to go through
facilities.
boot
and-
camp?
Yes.
How was that?
The person I am today could not have done what I did when I was 18 years old, just mentally, because I feel like the last 2 years have really spoiled me. Like ever since I've gotten out, life has just been so good, like so good. And I feel like I've become so privileged, and yeah, the girl I am now would never. And so I look back and I'm like, how did I do that?
Did you have to run every day?
Yeah, look, I did it all, girl. Like they were yelling at us 4 a.m, middle of the night, everyone wake up, screaming in our face, low crawl, high crawl everywhere. Oh God, it was such a time. We had to go through the gas chamber to like test our mask, and then they make you take the mask off and like actually breathe it. I'm like, this is torture. But yeah, I did it.
So the hot classes are nothing now. Like that's
yes,
you've got this.
yes. And then I was deployed to East and West Africa, and so it was just so hot there. Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And how long is that process?
To the boot camp?
Yeah.
The boot camp I think was only 10 weeks, and then your training class can vary based on what job you go into. So boot camp I think is like 12 weeks for everybody.
And how do you know you want to do you match with something? Do you like take an exam to figure out
so
what's
you take an
better?
exam to see what jobs you can qualify for, and then after that it's
I feel like
really
always felt like
your
being a doctor.
decision.
What did you match with?
Yeah, no, they let you have a choice to an extent, but it is like needs dependent too.
Yeah.
So like if that job's available and you score high enough to qualify for it, you can go with it.
Yeah.
But if that's not available because the Army doesn't need any more people in that department, then it's just not
available.
So it depends on your luck too, like what's available when you go through the process. And you can wait. You can say, no, I want this job in particular, and if it's available like 4 or 5 months from now, I'd rather wait to enlist and do it that way than.
That is so interesting. I had no idea. I kind of wish that I had done something like that. I had no direction when I got out of high school. Like, I didn't know anything that I wanted to do, and maybe that's why I'm here where I am. But you know what I mean?
It's a good place to be.
Yeah,
I think
right?
you do well. You have your own studio, Joanne, and it's such a good one. Like as long as I live in Arkansas, like I'm not going anywhere.
Good.
I'm not changing.
What is your
studios. I love it
favorite
here.
class?
I love Paige's classes. So I think when I first started coming here, it was really like Paige's class that like stuck out to me, and that's why I got my membership, because I'm like, if I come at least twice a week, this membership is already paying for itself.
And you know we do military discounts.
I did not know that.
Yes.
No,
I didn't know you were in the military.
That's okay.
You get 15% off. So we'll have to redo your account. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, we honor the military.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
That's so nice.
Yeah, is it Paige's like
her Pilates class is a different beast.
Yeah.
Because every time I do it, I'm questioning life. And I follow her on Instagram, and every now and then I'll send her like a reel about the instructors.
Yes.
And I think the last one I sent her was like yesterday. It's like the reel was this girl in the class, and it's like when the instructor says now pulse, and the caption is, I don't even think I have a pulse left.
It's almost like you're on this lifeline like of dying and surviving, And that's how Pilates is. It's like you're in the middle of it. You're like, I don't think I have one more.
No, I
And
don't
then
have
after
one more.
you're done, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel great now.
Yeah,
You know,
and that's
but
what I tell myself
it's
too.
So funny.
But it's so funny because in her class, I feel like we used to be better about actually like listening.
Yeah.
And now, because before, like, everyone just always followed all the instructions. And recently, I think it's because we all know each other now.
Yes.
She'd be like, okay, now we're going to do this. We're almost done. And now we're going to, and then she'd be like, okay, now do this. And everyone just puts their legs down. And she's like, okay, maybe not. I'm like, give me a second. I'm like, did you do this routine before you started giving it to us? Because who could do this?
Sometimes we are a little ambitious,
Mm-hmm.
and with what we, you know, what our intent is. But that's like with Camp Fusion, I write that choreography and I'm like, I think I'm a little ambitious here. I'm not sure what we can do, but yeah, it's just part of the unfolding of the process, you know, but I love that. And you're liking the mat Pilates too.
Yes, oh my gosh, love Victoria's class. And I feel so bad because I think the past few Sundays, I try to be so good about coming, like, to every class I sign up for. But it's on a Sunday.
Yeah.
It's on a Sunday at noon.
Yeah.
And I just like to have fun on Saturday
know.
night. And sometimes it's hard to get up and come here.
Yes.
And the last time I came, I was just not feeling great. And I think half the class I just kind of laid there. And I'm like, it's okay. I just got to sweat it out.
Just sweat it out. Yes. And, you know, that's one thing I really love about this kind of working out. I remember when I would go to classes and stuff when I was really young, and Reebok Step. Have you ever done that?
The step class? Yes, I used to do that all the time when I was in East Africa. That was like one of my favorite activities because this guy there taught it, and looking at him, you would not think he was that physically fit. But man, did that man know how to step. Yeah.
It's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
And you can't, I mean, like when you're in it, like you're in it and you're like, I'm dying right now, but okay. Or so here, if you're not in it, like, I'm going to lay down for a moment, you know, and you don't have this pressure.
No, I'm prideful like that. Like if everyone else around me is doing it, I have to keep up. And honestly, that's why I prefer the classes. Like I've tried doing the gym thing and going, but I can't get into it. I don't have the discipline to go.
Someone told me that's how I would have to stay fit.
Yeah,
I would be like, I'm out. I need everyone's energy.
Yeah.
I like the community. I love the music. And so no, it does. It motivates you and gives you that extra like push.
Right.
Yeah.
And just having someone tell you what to do. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Yes, I agree.
Because I don't want to have to think about it.
And you know, and like step, if you feel like you're about to pass out, like when you're in here, you can actually just kind of like take a moment. But you almost feel guilty for taking a moment when you're in one of those classes, like that pressure.
Because I'm like, I'm only here for the 45 minutes or the hour, so like I can rest after. Like let me just be in it now.
Yes, I love that. And one of the other things I loved getting to know you on your social media is you have a motorcycle.
Yes. I wish I had brought it today, but
I know we were going to film her on it, but it's been such crazy weather. What got you into realizing that you wanted to ride a motorcycle?
So all my friends in the Army had bikes, and so I never bought one myself back then because I just moved around so often. Paige is outside. She can come in.
Yeah.
You can come in.
Yes.
Hi.
We were just
I love
talking
the
about
green.
you.
Yeah, we were talking about you.
How everyone loves her classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so everyone had motorcycles, kind of like Maverick, Tom Cruise.
Oh gosh. So I'd never actually seen the Top Gun movie until Top Gun 2 came out. And that's when I went back and I watched the first one.
Oh yeah.
And all I have to say is, why was that lady from the first one, I forget her name.
Yeah.
She never came back for the second one. I didn't even like talk about her at all. It's like she didn't even happen. They could have broken up. They could have just been like, it didn't work out. Or she died or something. Just completely ignored.
I agree. Yes, I do agree. Because it was a big part of the whole movie. And like what happened to her.
Yeah. What happened to her?
You know, they brought Iceman back.
I know.
But, you know, and I think with women, I mean, women age so much differently than men do. And men are looked at as, oh, they're, still, but I feel like Tom has had a lot of plastic surgery. I do.
Oh yes, he has. 100%.
He's most definitely done stuff. And
not light.
I'm not a small person, and so like with clothing for me, I wear such a larger size than what people would think. And I think with her, with aging, she did gain more weight, because I want to say she's a little bit older than me. Like Tom Cruise is older than I think he's like 5 years older than me. I think that's right.
He's a senior citizen.
I know, right? Still rocking it. But but they could have said something like maybe she passed away, but I don't think she wants to be on film anymore.
I mean, that's fine. She didn't have to come back, but it's just like they didn't even talk about
there was no
her at
link.
all. Like no closure. What happened to her? Did they end up marrying, divorcing? Something.
Yeah, I agree. And did you like the scenes where he was on his motorcycle? Did that kind of like, oh, I love that, or is it kind of like too much?
No, it was good, but the bikes that they have are just not my thing. Like I'm into the sport bikes. I have an R7. Okay. And so it's just a very sporty look. Yeah. And then I have like my suit and my gear, and so I just look like completely Tron. I don't know if you've seen the movie Tron.
Yes.
Yeah, so like that look, right? I like that. I don't,
and that's what my son likes. He likes the same thing that you. Yeah. He has to have all the gear and that kind of stuff, and he's always ridden motorcycles.
And you said he got his license, right? Or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good for him. Are you gonna actually let him get a bike?
That is my worst nightmare. I'm very, very fearful for that. And it's just being a parent, I think.
My mom doesn't like it either. I actually didn't even tell her when I had bought mine. And the only reason she found out was my bike. So I'm a resident of Maryland, and so everything is still in Maryland because my mom's house is there. So I've never changed my address from her address because she's never going to move. So I'm like, this is perfect. And so I had registered my bike in Maryland, and they sent my title to her house. And so when she got it in the mail, she's like, what did you buy? Like, did you buy another car? I'm like, no. She's like, did you buy somebody else a car? I'm like, Mom, why would I do that?
Right.
And so she's like, what is it? I'm like, I got a motorcycle. And that's when she like went off on me. And I'm like, thank God this is over the phone, because I could just hang
It's just a parent, If you were mine, I would be the same way. It's very scary. But when you're on the motorcycle, how do you feel? Like, do you feel fearful?
It's not scary. I don't know why everyone's like, oh, it's so dangerous. This could happen, that could happen.
It's only dangerous if you are dangerous.
Exactly.
Right?
And most of like the motorcycle crashes, I think like 70% of them, it's solo. It's you did something incorrect and you fell down. It's not anyone hit you, like you fell over, you hit a rock and you fell into a ditch or something. But it's like solo, like no one hit you, it was just you. Yeah. And then if you have a helmet, like you're gonna be injured, but you're gonna walk away alive. I think people over.
And sometimes cars, and that's what I keep trying to tell my son, sometimes it's not you, it's the other person.
But it's usually intersections, and I think that's where people make a lot of their mistakes. Like if I run into a yellow light and I'm like making a left, I'm stopping. I don't care that the light's yellow. I'm not risking getting T-boned by oncoming traffic for a yellow light,
I agree. So sometimes it really is those little things that you have to make those safe decisions.
And I always stop and look. And I think some people are like, oh, I know this route. But no, I always, even if I think no one is there, even if I already looked over once, I'm looking again.
I agree. It's so hard. But you do all the safety gear. Like I see all you have the full suit, the helmet. And I see people, on the little Lime scooters, on that no helmet. And you're going, do you know how dangerous that is?
The Lime scooters, because you're on the sidewalk
like a
too.
melon.
Yes, honestly. Lord. Yeah.
I know, but I love that so much. How fast do you go?
I cannot disclose that on video.
That's private.
Yeah.
I
cannot incriminate myself.
Because I'm such a speed demon.
In your car? Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
And so I would probably, probably go fast when you could. Right. I think what's hard for me, even like I have triathlon bikes. I've done triathlons and trails and things like that, I think I have a hard time turning. Does everyone like that fearful of turning? That's probably the hardest part for me. I don't know why. Yeah, because you have to kind of lean into it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think those are actually pretty easy. Because for, I guess, at least the bikes, you don't really turn the front wheel. Like, you have to really just lean and let the bike
it scares me
turn. But if you turn it, it's gonna go down. Yeah, you're not supposed to turn the handle.
Yeah, that's where I would get fearful, I guess, when I'm doing stuff like that. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I mean, I only get scared when I have passengers, which is barely ever. But Charlotte has gone on the bike with me, so a lot of faith, a lot of trust. But yeah, I would never go. I think I've only been on the back of 2 motorcycles as a passenger. Yeah. And I'm like, now that I have my own and I do that, I'm like, why did I trust those dudes? Like that's never gonna happen again. So
good. I love that. We're not giving out the light.
Yes.
Even on the motorcycle.
No.
We will drive our own.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest thing, do you think, is, like I was sharing earlier, we were talking, and I watch a lot of Bravo TV. What is something that you do at home to like unwind, like TV, or is it a podcast? What do you do that's like?
I just like to lay by the pool.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's why I live at the apartment complex I do. Yeah. I looked at the pool and I said, this is where I want to be. And it's like not even a 2-minute walk from where my front door is to where the pool is.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm just there. The weather's nice. I'm just there.
Do you watch any TV, or do you prefer just to be in silence when you're wanting to unwind?
It's like background noise, so I'm not really like watching it. It's just kind of there, so it doesn't feel so quiet.
Do you read?
Oh, Lord. So I'm actually in law school, so if it's not...
That's right!
if it's not... if it's not for like...
Look at these achievements. I mean, military, college, law school. Look at you. You are amazing.
I just want to be done. Yeah, no.
What year are you in?
I'm going into my 3L year. So I will do my next 2 semesters and then I take the bar. Yeah, I just feel like it's happening so fast, Joanne.
That's so wild. Now, can you, because we were talking earlier, I have dyslexia, and so I can't retain information very well. And so it was really challenging for me in school, and I thought there was something wrong with me, and I didn't really learn that this was a problem until just recently for me. Wow. And so even like reading is challenging. So when I was doing yoga and trying to really learn to be a teacher, I had to like read and listen to audio books to retain the information, and just really diving into doing everything that I was reading about. And so I just dove deep into learning. How do you retain all of that information?
I think I'm a bad person to ask this, because I think law school is like low stakes for me, because I'm not the one paying for it. Like my education benefit from the military is paying for it.
Oh my God! And so to me, another benefit of being in the military.
And so to me, it's just kind of just showing. It was kind of just something for me to do, because I didn't want to feel like I was sitting around doing nothing with my life. And so this is just like, okay, go back to school. At least you're doing something.
Can I be in the military now? I think I'm too old.
No, actually. So a lot of people don't know this, but you can honestly join at any age, but it just depends on what job you want to do. So if you have like even like look at we have doctors in the military, and they're older, right? Yeah. But no, they can serve because we need those specialized skills. So
I think they all need a yoga teacher.
I would love a yoga teacher, honestly.
I mean, there's so many
There's always something you can find
opportunities that we don't realize that's really at our fingertips. And I think that's what's so educational for people to learn, is there's so many things that we can do, but sometimes I think we're overwhelmed with the process of stuff, but just kind of like diving into like what is available. And were you in high school, and that just did someone come to your school, or what made me join?
Honestly, I just wanted to get away from home. And when you're 18,
where in Maryland were you? Where did you grow up in Maryland?
I grew up in Columbia, Maryland. which is about 45 minutes outside of DC.
Okay.
So I grew up there, just wanted to get away from home. But you're 18, like, what are you gonna do?
I
you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, military. I can do that for a little bit.
Yeah.
And that'll, give me some direction. When I joined, I actually planned to stay in for the full 20. My goal was, when I got in, I started doing school as well.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, once I get my degree, I will commission, I will go to the officer route, do the full 20, have this great military career, right? And then after my second deployment, I had some health issues, and could I have stayed in? Sure, but it just would not have felt the same, I would be on restrictions, I would have to change the job, I couldn't deploy overseas. It just didn't, I just lost the passion for it, I'll say. And so I'm like, instead of staying and becoming bitter and hate, spiteful, like, I will just leave. I will just end my service and figure out what's next for me. And I'm glad I did that.
For sure. And what is your degree in?
Computer science.
Okay. I love that. And that's such a great thing right now with, everything is IT.
Yes, and so honestly, it's really worked out for me because even with law school, my next firm that I go to, I'm doing intellectual property law with them.
Okay.
And to be a patent attorney, you also have to take the patent bar exam, which I qualify to take for because of my undergrad degree. And so I'm like, okay, if I play my cards right, like this could be the next career,
That is so great. Gosh, I need my son to come and talk to you. We need to have like some, this is such good information. And I think sometimes when you are in high school, like, he really doesn't know what he wants to do.
I don't think anyone does. I think we all have like this idea.
We do. And sometimes you're just doing whatever your parents did. And like with me, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. But she had a fitness studio, when I was little. And maybe that kind of, dug deep with me, but it's really challenging. And so, he sits there going, I don't know what I want to do, and we don't know what his specialties are. So at least like the military kind of gave you that drive to kind of figure things out.
Oh, it really did. And honestly, I'm thankful for
being able to grow up.
But also just because it benefits me to this day still. Like I haven't been in the service for about 3 years now, and they literally, like, life could not be better.
Yes, I love that. And when you took the LSAT to get into law school, how was that? Was it challenging for you, or do you feel like I think you kind of probably retain information really well. Like, you're probably a very intelligent person.
So
that's what I'm getting.
Yes.
You are so smart.
I wouldn't say I have a photographic memory, but I'm a really good crammer. So I think what helps me with, like, law school especially is that most of our classes, your grade is the final exam. Like, you either have a midterm and a final, or it's just the final exam. And you say that, Joanne, but I prefer that because now I don't have to turn in the paper every 2 weeks. I don't have to go home and do homework other than read and prepare for the next class, right? But
oh gosh, something's happening. It's an ambulance.
Okay. But I'm a great crammer, so 2 days before the exam, I can just sit there and I can just absorb the information. And then after the exam, like a few days later, it's not totally gone. You have to ask me about it, and I could probably, bring it back. But it's like not in the forefront of my mind anymore.
Yeah, no, I get that completely. Because sometimes that, like in yoga, you'll learn things and then I'll go back and like, oh wait, I remember. Let me go back and pull that book. Like, I keep every book that I've ever had because I want to bring it back, something that I've read or learned about, and just teaching others, like, where was that? And so I love kind of diving deeper into things and pulling it out,
Yeah. I mean, you're really good. So the reason I don't come to your yoga class, it's just so advanced. It's just so advanced for me, and I cannot keep up. And it's just
all levels.
No, it's not, Joanne.
It's all levels.
No.
Yes.
Your Awaken class at 5:30 a.m.
Yes.
It's not all levels, Joanne.
Yes. You can do it.
Everyone else keeps up with it. I watched. And then I just sat down. I'm like, this is too early for me. But
So,
I came.
So awaken is that it's like climbing a mountain. And I remember, and I share this a lot, my first hot yoga class, because I had done yoga pretty much my whole life, but it was like very basic.
Yeah.
And being older, I can honestly say what really changed yoga was Instagram.
Okay.
Wow, what an awakening in the yoga world. Because before, yoga was whatever was presented to you, you know? And, you know, the internet gave you lots of great opportunity, but Instagram was really life-changing in the world of yoga. And so you got to see, like, what it could be.
Yeah.
And I had to go to Dallas to take my first hot yoga class. There was nothing.
What? There was nothing here.
No, local.
Wow.
And then eventually, what was so strange? Yeah, y'all can come through. What was so strange is when I moved to Benton, there was a couple of girls my age, and they went to California to get training, and so they opened a yoga studio. Probably when I was like 25. And yes, I'm calling y'all out, the turquoise tree in Benton. And so there's a few places in Benton that actually opened, and then Barefoot's been open for a long time, but I never went to Barefoot when I was younger. I don't know why. Like I said, sometimes it's just what's in your reach. But I remember going, and I was so overwhelmed. The mats were just mat to mat.
Oh, wow.
Like,
yeah, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, and there was a girl beside me, and she kept doing handstands in her vinyasa, and I thought she was going to kick me in my head. So I know that feeling of being overwhelmed. But I just kept showing up, and it was so intriguing to me, and just kept going. And then when I decided to be a teacher was actually because I was having extreme pain, and I wanted to know more.
It has. When are you at work? Next week.
And so we have students coming out, so you're probably going to hear that a little bit. But so I want you to keep coming, though. I know.
I will try, but I'm just saying.
I know.
It was just very, very challenging.
Yes.
And it's just so fast.
Yeah.
I feel like I would get into the pose, and then we're on to the next, and then on to the next.
So in Awaken, it's a 10-second movement. Okay. Fire flow is movement with breath.
Okay.
Slow power is where you're holding. I feel like it's more of a traditional yoga. And so in traditional yoga, it's a 5 breath movement typically. And so 5 breaths equals 30 seconds. So an inhale should be 5 seconds in, and an exhale should be 5 seconds out. Do you know how hard that is? Yeah. So with Pilates, it's a little bit different because it's a shorter breath. So
I think that's why I like Pilates more. I
I
understand it, you know?
Yeah.
And then I don't know all the names to the poses, so then it's like, oh, now go into this and do. I don't even know the names. I'm just kind of here. I just look around, I'm like, what is everyone else doing? And I just kind of follow along.
I know. That's how I've been. We've all been there, but I love that you're having the experience.
I will keep trying then, I guess.
Come to slow power.
Come to slow power? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And just see. I don't know.
I'll come.
But you know what I love, and that's why
She lives in Florida, but she just gave me 20.
that's why we have Camp Fusion, Pilates, yoga, because we're giving people a decision.
I do like the Fusion 45 class.
Yeah.
I only got to go to it once because it's like during the day, and now I have to go to work.
But don't you love having like those choices of opportunity and just finding like different things that you might enjoy?
Yeah.
And that's what I want for everyone is to just have an opportunity to have it within your fingertips. And because that's what I was saying, like with Instagram, it was like life changing because you're like,
So, can I ask a question without it like sounding odd? Does the world look different
yes.
than what it used to be? Because I grew up in what it is now.
I cannot believe I'm one of those people that's saying, I used to get a cheeseburger, french fries, and a Coke for $2. I feel like that old man sitting on the front porch. Let me tell you how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
I'll never
It's
forget
so
that.
different.
About 20
And to
years
see
later.
it unfold.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Your son is 16.
Yeah.
You had a baby when you were 40?
See you, Jim. See you,
Yes,
brother.
ma'am.
What happened? What?
God said,
You get one more.
"Hi, Joanne. Welcome to 40. And guess what? You're single, and you're gonna have a baby, and your daughter is 17."
Wow.
It was very traumatic.
I hope your son doesn't think that.
So, it was very traumatic,
Mhm.
and but I have a deep faith, and a lot of people say that I can't have faith and teach yoga, which is very strange to me.
It's not true. Of course not.
But I do, and I really had to pray about it. But I'm so grateful that we have a choice,
Yeah.
and those choices are being taken away from women.
Yeah. Terrible.
And I had a choice, and I felt in my heart that I was supposed to have this child, and that he would complete something in me, and he has so much completed this life. And sometimes we don't always know what a plan is. And just like opening this studio, it did not make sense, and had all the bankers saying, the numbers aren't adding up, you're not going to make it. And the numbers don't make sense. I don't know how I was able to do this.
Yeah.
But I completely funded this all myself financially.
Yeah.
And I have nothing. And but apparently I do.
Okay.
And so I completely do all of this by myself. I am grateful that I am married, and he takes the load of like my normal expenses, like a house, a car, and things like that. So everything that I make, I just put back into this business. Yeah. So anyway.
You're doing great.
So, but isn't that wild with aging? Like how things you don't realize. I'm so grateful that there wasn't Instagram and stuff when I was younger.
Yeah.
I think I would be like devastated on some of this stuff.
What? No, I actually like social media.
You do a really great job with everything you do. You really do.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
I just, because people ask me, they're like, well, how do you do it? I'm like, I just take a video. And it's not like I go out of my way to like film anything, because most of this stuff, it takes me like 5 minutes, or like I'm already doing something and I'm like, okay, let me just put my camera here and get a shot.
Listen, let's just say this. You already have such a great I can't think of the word. You are beautiful.
Thank you, Joanne.
At every angle. We are not all beautiful at every angle. I'm like, oh, I gotta do
you
this
say
again,
that, Joanne,
do
but
this,
trust
I
me,
gotta do this.
I have terrible photos too. Yeah.
Well, you're so, like with me, especially with aging, I'm like, oh, that's not a good angle. And I don't know what I'm going to look like in this video, because I can't see myself because I don't have my glasses on.
You look great.
Angles are a challenge.
Everyone tell Joanne she looks amazing.
But it's really challenging, but I'm the same way. I just have to put stuff out there and like doing these little things. I really like getting to know people, and then we're creating that community. And so I'm grateful to get to know you better and all these little things. And then you can see like how yoga and Pilates, like, look at us, 30 years apart.
Joanne, you're scaring me. I would have never thought that. I really thought you were like,
I'm your mother. Your mom is probably younger than me.
Yeah, my mom's 47.
See?
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
You look so good.
Oh my gosh.
And you
are
just
just keep it coming.
You're
Keep it coming.
so serious. Like, I would have never guessed
Yes.
that ever. And you just have such a good energy about you, and you're just so nice and welcoming.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And and I'm glad that what you are saying, about yoga being challenging, and Awaken is, it's one of those classes, it's this movement but that's why I enjoy it so much, because that's kind of how I grew. I would go to this class in Dallas, and she was this tiny little Chinese lady, and she would have everyone put their poses that they wanted to do in a fishbowl. And she would dig out of that fishbowl, and that's how she taught the class. And I was just so like, I can't believe she's creating this like this. And I loved that so much. And it just gave me more, I just wanted to learn more. But it can be very overwhelming, but I'm grateful for all the people that just kind of like find that direction. So maybe if you keep coming, you'll be like, oh my gosh. Or like, just like the class Silas just taught. You know, that's a slow flow. And so with that, you're going to focus more on like just breathing.
Okay. Love breathing.
Yeah. And
I just keep going back to your Awaken class, because I think that was like one of my first classes here, honestly. I think I hadn't even gotten my membership yet. I was just doing like the drop-ins or like buying the class packages. But I came because I think the class I wanted was at like 6:45, but it was full. And so I'm like, well, I need to do something. I need to I'll work out. So I'm like, okay, let me just take Awaken. How hard could it be? And I don't know what it is with you and your 5 a.m. crew, but you guys just all like do it so fast and everyone just flows. And I think I made eye contact with you and then I laid down.
Well, and you know, and a few of those people, I'll bring Crystal up. She had never done yoga, and she just started coming, and then she did my yoga teacher training to just learn more about, you know, the process. And she just kept showing up, and you see her now and you're just going, you are amazing. Like, she looks like she's been doing yoga her whole life, but she has now, I think she's going to hit 1,000 classes this year.
I think I saw this podcast. I don't know if you posted it, but I remember being here when you were speaking with her, and she had said something about that, and they made me go check my mind body account.
And how many classes?
I'm at about 200.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it wild? Does that make you feel good?
Because I think I only started. I got my membership in October last year. Okay. Like it hasn't even been a full year since I've had a membership here. And I'm like, wow, I've already hit 200. That's crazy. But I make it a point. I make it a point to come here at least, if I can, every day, if not at least 5 times a week.
Yeah.
So I feel like you guys are the most I go anywhere. I'm like, I can't. I gotta go to Pilates.
I love that.
Or
Did it make you feel better mentally
I have to plan around Pilates. Like I literally do. I'm like, no, I can't Pilates. Or if I'm planning for school, I'm like, oh, but I want to take this class on a Thursday. So like, let me not take this morning class at this time.
I love that.
Because you know your health is like really like everything.
And that's like what we were when we had a whole conversation before. I feel like I'm being like attacked by the universe right now. It seems like we've had so many things coming at me, and I think that's what it's the only way I'm surviving right now is because of the mental awareness that it gives you, and just knowing you just have to break through things, and it's really challenging sometimes.
Well, but yes, but it's almost like I think it grounds you a little bit too, because I think when life is just too perfect, or you know, it's just you lose touch with reality, the real world. And so yes, it sucks, of course, but I think it keeps you grounded as well. It's
always the humility.
Yes, very, yes.
And that's what yoga does. And when you go to a hard yoga class, you're like,
humbling experience,
wow, like that was early, just like that when Paige or someone will say, and let's pulse.
Oh my God.
You're like,
So one of my friends, his name is Bear, but I would bring him to Victoria's hot mat classes on Sunday, and this guy goes to the gym like twice a day. Very fit dude, but for some reason, when it comes to the pulsing, he just can't. He's like, I had to stop when she said pulse.
I know.
It's just so funny.
It's a whole other level, you know, and Victoria does such a great job. And what I love about Victoria is, and some people say this, I have this voice that sounds really kind. I'm like, and you just have 10 more. And they're like, and she has this voice of like, just like I'll take another drink or whatever. And that's just 10 more. Like, it's just very, and you're like, what is she talking about? Like, are you serious? But
yeah.
I love it.
I do enjoy her class, and I mean, I wish I could go to more of the hot Pilates classes, but some of them are in the evening, like 6:45, and that just feels so late sometimes.
I know.
But
I
I'm
wish
trying.
that I had another room
Mhm.
that we could do another time. That would be so great. We'll see what happens.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I would love to have more space. Anything else you want to add as we're coming to a close?
Well, thank you for having me, and I'm just so excited to try more of your Pilates classes.
And yoga. I'm gonna make her. I'm gonna pull her in. Yoga.
I'm just not good with balance, you know? Because no, I'm really not. Like, I feel like I
either.
have the worst balance.
The hardest pose for me is tree pose.
You know, isn't that where you're just standing up?
Yeah. Well,
Interesting.
one foot
Uh-huh.
is like it's an external rotation on
Oh,
one leg,
okay, I see what you're saying.
and your foot is at the calf. Or
Oh,
inner
yes,
thigh.
yeah. No, that one is
Standing
hard.
on
Yeah,
one foot.
because like the higher you put your foot up, the harder it is. Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Your sound bath class, the
Mhm.
yin and yang one.
Yeah.
Was it that one? I feel like it was.
Yeah.
But you had us sit on our
Toes.
Yes. and you're like, and we held it for like 5 minutes. I'm like, my feet. And then you just held it the whole time. And in the end, I had told you how hard that was. And you said, I don't even feel my feet anymore. It's okay.
Yes, you'll get past it.
No, I'm not getting past it. I never did it again.
We hold so much tension in the soles of our feet, and your chakra system, we call it reflexology,
Mhm.
is, you know, the soles of your feet are just like the organs in your body.
Okay.
And but when we do, it's just a little toe squat. That used to really, I would feel it
Yeah.
completely, and now I've released so much tension in my feet that I don't feel those same things anymore. And I do think that's the glory of yoga, is this it's this process, and you
Mhm.
start to unwind these things that you're holding. We always say there's also a book,
Mhm.
Your Body Takes 4.
Yeah. I read that. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you start releasing those
Yeah.
things, it kind of gets it out of the body. And I think right now, when everything that I'm going through right now, these little daily challenges, like it's not a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not struggling with like a life
Right.
thing. It's
But
just
no, don't belittle your problems like
Yeah,
that,
but
Joanne. I
it's
think we
just-
always like discredit ourselves with that, and you shouldn't do that. No, if it
Yeah,
bothers you, it bothers you.
And
you
it's
know?
more just financial,
yeah.
because if you want your heating and air to work, it
Mhm.
costs money.
Yes, running a business. Ugh.
It costs money.
Yeah.
And so it becomes, more financial things
Mhm.
than anything. And sometimes you're like, I just have nothing left. But,
You have your own business.
you just have to breathe through it.
Mhm.
And I feel like when I was saying earlier about, like God,
Mhm.
like saying like, you're going to have another child. Like, you just have to have that faith
Yeah.
that the world is going to evolve and the universe is going to take care of you. Just as much as it's against you, you've got to have faith that
Yes.
you're going to get past it.
I'm a firm believer
Yeah.
of
Don't
the
you think?
universe. Yes,
Yeah.
because even like with how life is now, I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, like things are just happening, and
It is,
and
yeah.
it's just doing it. So
You just, life presents
I'm
itself,
just
and
going
it's
with the
just,
flow.
and that's what it is, just getting through. And like, my mom has Alzheimer's, and so I'm dealing
I'm
with
so
those
sorry.
things, and that's really challenging.
Yeah.
But I see her, and I'm like, you've got to live life to its
Mhm.
fullest at each opportunity. And that's why I love that you're, zipping through the world on your little motorcycle, and you're doing these things, and you're enjoying life. And you're taking those opportunities. And I just think that is so amazing.
Yeah.
And you're all the things that we want, like, for like my son to be. So I'm so grateful.
He's gonna be all those things, Joanne, and it's because you're his mom.
Well,
So,
and I'm just so grateful that you're here, and we can see it, you know? and that the kids can see it. You're such a great.
Oh, thank you, Joanne. You're so sweet.
I'm thankful. All right, so we're gonna bring this guy, and like we were just talking, you know, and we're just sharing and unwinding the day. So come and have a conversation at camp.
Yeah, come
Thank
talk
you
to
guys.
Joanne.
Yes. Or if you want to have a conversation, yes. Thank you guys.